Okay, hi, I'm Caitlin, and the topic that I picked was women rappers from New York City. I believe that women rappers from New York City, just women rappers in general, are underrated, and I think women rappers, especially from New York City, are really underrated. So I picked these because of that, and I also picked them because they the rappers that I picked, they talk about how women are sexualized, how they're dehumanized, and how they're put last by their partner in most cases, like in a marriage kind of deal. Um, and then these women rappers also talk about how if they weren't rapping, they would be doing something unethical that they would normally do to survive out in the real world. And then some of these women that I picked are just empowering other women to be equal to men or not be so much an object but an actual human. During my research, it was kind of easy to find the mainstream artists, but when I had to look beneath that and go underground, it was a little bit harder just because they're over on the West Coast or they're on the East Coast and I'm on the West Coast, and I have never been to the East Coast, so I'm not really familiar with how they put out music rather than how West Coast puts out their music. Now, women have been treated as if they were dolls and should look like dolls. I think one artist that explains how she was like dehumanized and viewed was Cardi B, who's from the Bronx, and the song I picked was Get Up 10. And in the song, she raps, "Look, they give a B 2 option, stripping or lose. Used to dance in the club right across from my school. I said dance, not F, don't get it confused. Had to set the record straight because B's love to assume. Mama couldn't give it to me, had to get it at Sue's. Lord only knows how I got in these shoes. I was covered in dollars, now I'm dripping in jewels." So at the beginning of the song, she says, "Gave a B 2 options, stripping or lose," and then dance in the club right across from my school. So she was basically saying here, like, she's only basically given two options, either to strip or to lose everything she owns rather than going across the street and getting an education like she should have been able to. She says she also raps, "Dance not F, don't get it confused. Had to set the record straight because bees love to assume." So she's saying like her job was to dance, not anything else. And these men that would come in to watch her would assume that she would have intercourse with them. So she had to like set the record straight, like, I'm not gonna do that. And then she says, "Lord only knows how I got in these shoes. I was covered in dollars, now I'm dripping in jewels." So she's like saying like my story is between like only God knows what I've been through, as in when I was stripping to where I am now, and where she is now is rapping, doing something she loves, and yeah, I think that's very empowering. Another song I picked was Roxanne, and um, she raps in Roxanne's Revenge. She goes, "So when he came up to me, I told him take a step back. He said, 'You call yourself an MC?' I said, 'This is true.' He said, 'Explain to me really what an MC must do.' I said, 'Listen very close, 'cause I don't say this every day. My name is Roxanne. They call me Shade.'" And so so this part is more empowering, more like she's like stepping up, saying like, "Oh, I'm good as any other guy, so like, don't ride on me, basically, like, don't come for me if I'm just rapping as well as you." So then the last song I picked was another empowering song. It was by Emil featuring Beyonce, and she goes to rap and say, "I think you need, wait, think I need you 'cause the rent is due. You gotta you can be out of here, baby, because I got it, I got it, I got it. Because cash, coupes, and credit cards, all the exotic things, baby, I got it. So here she's saying basically, like, I can take care of myself. I don't need a man, and I don't need you. Basically saying, like, you do your thing, and I do, well, not like I do my thing, but like financially, she'll do fine without you. And that's what I think is very empowering, because it's like women were so dependent on men back in the day that they think, like, men still think that women need them, but they don't. So yeah, I think these rap artists and then the rest of the girls I picked in my playlist empower and explain what it's like to be a woman in society today, and where we stand today.